Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Dash's Barbershop. I am joined here by EG's Danny. Danny, how you doing today?
Doing really good.
Yeah? That's not the most enthusiastic "I'm doing really good" I've ever heard.
Yeah, I'm kind of nervous, actually.
Okay, there it is. That's a little bit. Well, I got some good news for you. We are here in the barbershop, but you may or may not be aware you're actually not the first pro player's hair I've ever cut. Maybe happened before you were born, but do you remember a pro player by the name of Dyrus?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had the privilege of shaving his head once, and so now that I've got that in my wheelhouse, I think we're all good here. What are you looking for today? You looking for a little buzz cut, a little side swoop, a little fade?
Yeah, just shave it all off.
Just shave it all off. He doesn't trust me in my artistry. All right, well, a quick reminder to everybody as to why you are here. We've had some really epic playoff series, but it was Cloud9 versus TSM. Cloud9 down 1-2. You decided to jump in as part of the conversation and say, if Cloud9 wins, you would be shaving your head. Starting to regret that statement at all?
Yeah, a little bit. But
Why was it that you, why did you think that they were doomed in that series?
I didn't think they were doomed. I wanted them to win.
Oh, so it was motivational.
Yeah.
Well, Cloud9 fans can thank you.
It's symbolism.
There it is, there it is. But otherwise, are you ready to go?
Give it as I'll ever be, yeah.
All righty, here we go. Let's start. What do you want, right down the middle?
Yeah, right down the middle.
Right down the middle, let's go. Glorious, glorious. We're losing all these beautiful highlights though. So have you ever shaved your head before?
Yeah, I have like once or twice.
Okay, for any specific reason? Was it just because, hey, that's the style you wanted to go for? Was it a charity thing?
I wanted to do it because it was a little too long and I wanted to try it because I've never done it before.
Okay.
And I ended up really not liking it.
So naturally, this was, yeah, the right thing for you to put on the line this time around when Perks is down in a best-of-5 series.
Yep, I think it was very much needed. Put something high on the line.
Right. Well, and it's a summer cut, right? We've got a couple more weeks left of summer, so you may as well here in hot Southern California.
Yeah, I'm actually moving back to my hometown in Oregon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I heard it's pretty hot up there right now as well. Where are you from in Oregon?
Portland.
Okay. What was it like growing up there? Because I think when I was growing up, Portland wasn't really on the map. Not really, you know, a largely talked about city, but I feel like once I, you know, high school, college age, just started meeting people, Portland became a part of like the national conversation of hipster town and all of that. What was your experience growing up there?
I actually didn't grow up there.
Oh, okay, well, where did you grow up then?
I grew up in Hawaii, yeah.
In Hawaii?
Yeah.
My goodness. So what was it like growing up on an island?
Didn't think too much of it. Lived in a pretty isolated part of the city. I lived in Honolulu.
Okay.
I really hated how hot it was. So that's why.
So you moved to another hot part of the world?
Yeah. But good thing about Oregon is that it like rains a ton there, so.
Gotcha, gotcha.
I really like the rain.
All right, I'm gonna have you tilt your head forward a little bit, real briefly.
All right.
Okay, so we can get to the back here. So what about, let's talk a little bit about your league career then. I know you started playing really young, but what was the impetus for playing? Was it a friend who got you in, family member?
Yeah, my older brother got me into playing League of Legends.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How much older?
Oh, he's 10 years older than me.
Whoa, what an age gap.
Yeah.
What's that like?
Not that big in my opinion.
Yeah, but I imagine pretty wild. Like, so I have a younger brother, but there's 4 years between us, which is, I'd say, just, you know, when you're younger, feels really significant.
Yeah.
And then, of course, as you said, kind of now, like we're both adults, it doesn't feel like a wildly large age difference, but obviously yours is more than double what I have with my brother. What is, when you two were growing up though, I mean, him being that much older, was there any amount of competition when it came to like playing games? Because my brother and I, we would play Call of Duty together and all of that, but there definitely was a little bit of an element of, especially me being the older one, where I was always like, oh, I gotta be better than my younger brother.
No, it wasn't like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we each had our own things. We just did stuff together. Not really much competition.
Gotcha.
But yeah, older siblings have a lot of influence on younger guys, younger kids, so he got me into League, so.
Gotcha. Is that your only sibling?
No, I actually have 3 siblings.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay, so where are you in the pecking order?
I'm in the middle, like.
Hey, I'm the middle child.
Lower middle. I have a
Nice.
younger sister, 4 years younger,
Okay.
and an older sister, 14 years older.
14 years older.
Yeah.
Wow. What a wide age range, but how cool. to have people with, you know, different generational experiences all within the same family.
Right.
Are any of the rest of them into gaming still at the level to, you know, to which you are? I mean, obviously none of them are pros, I assume, but do any of them play as, you know, a significant amount anymore?
Oh yeah, for sure. They all play like pretty.
I'm gonna have you tilt your head this way a little bit.
Yeah. They all play like a lot of games. Like I know my older sister really likes to play Rocket League, I think.
Ooh, I love Rocket League. And actually, I just found out Chime plays Rocket League. I need to get him added on Steam so he can play as well. Let me just brush things away, get a look at the work and how we're doing so far.
I actually can't see, so I hope you're doing a good job.
Somebody cut close here. Boom. What do you think so far? Not horrible. Not horrible.
Yeah, it's not
Be
bad.
honest.
Not bad.
Okay. We're not done yet. We're gonna clean this up. I just need to get a sense of what's still long and what isn't. Okay. All right, back into it. So what does your family think about the fact that you went pro in gaming?
Oh, they were super skeptical.
I imagine. I imagine. How did you first approach that conversation with them when you realized, like, I'm at that level, I'm starting to, you know, play with the people that say, you know, that means I'm on the precipice? Did you sit down at dinner with your parents and say, all right, here's the deal, here's my plan? Like, how did this whole conversation go?
I actually think I sent them a text message saying, like, I have this huge opportunity to go to, and they were like, why didn't you just call me?
You were
I'm
like,
not-
'cause
yeah.
I don't know if I want to have this conversation verbally.
Yeah, I'm not like really a face-to-face person
Okay.
or like talkative. So I prefer to do stuff like message-wise. So
Gotcha.
they were
Okay.
like, yeah, they were like kind of like, really? Like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah. And then they totally believed that this was a good idea. So
Cool. I mean, so how has their perception of it all changed as you've gotten deeper and deeper into it? I mean, from those initial, you know, hey, I'm gonna go for it days to now I'm actually competing on the LCS stage. People are, you know, my Twitter followers are exploding. People are popping off about plays I'm making. I'm now the rookie of, you know, like, how has this all evolved for you within your family?
yeah, they were like obviously skeptical at first, but now they're like super invested into esports. Like that makes me really
That's
happy.
so cool.
Yeah, they try to watch not only my games, but like all the LCS games too.
Wow.
They're huge fans of Team Liquid.
That's commitment right there. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. How do you trust me at this point or no?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, that's good to know because what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna attempt to try and blend a little bit here on the sides because right now we've done just the one side. So we're gonna bump it down like half
Okay.
and we're just gonna hit the sides here.
Yeah.
And I might fuck it all up, and if I do, I'm very sorry. But, you know, hair grows back. That's what I tell my stylist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Do you feel like you have any power in this situation? Probably
No.
not. Yeah, okay, you could have said no. This is good. It's very minimal, but we're just gonna get a little bit of a fade in here. That way it doesn't feel like it's all one note. So what you said when you first told your parents that you sent them a text message, you sent it in text and that you're not so much of a, you know, typically verbal communicator, or at least that's not your preferred method of communication. As somebody who's now in the spotlight, has a social media presence, has to do interviews with somebody as annoying as me, what's that been like for you to kind of shift becoming a public figure, knowing that there is at least some onus on you to become a communicator and to be able to talk to people?
Definitely opened up more this season. I'm still not like much of a talkative social person, but I think I've gotten a lot better at it. So if I had the chance to like redo that conversation with my parents,
You think it'd go differently?
I think it'd go differently
Okay, fair enough.
in a positive way.
Yeah. I was gonna say, is there any aspect of becoming a pro player that caught you like really off guard? Either something that you're like, oh, I didn't realize it was gonna, you know, require this much investment of a certain type, or I didn't realize how important this specific skill was going to be in becoming a pro player or a team member?
Back in my time in amateur, they would often do like player interviews on broadcast. I was like, I don't really feel like doing that. But when I came to LCS, I definitely knew that those interviews were gonna definitely pop up.
Became that much more important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more frequent, more important. So I just had to suck it up. So
What about the fact that you did enter the scene in such a, for lack of a better word, a dominant fashion? That there is, I mean, immediately, you probably remember weeks 1 and 2 of Summer Split, people were saying, oh, Danny, Elo, hell, and I know we've pushed way past that point, but from that to some of the pop-off plays, you've had the biggest play in League of Legends this year with the 1v5, you know, down mid lane and stuff. So what has that been like for you, and how does that change your own expectation for the type of player that you want to become?
I definitely think that the Tristana play wasn't all that, but I'm definitely really excited that people are like reacting positively to it. Like, I don't know, I just don't think it was worth the hype it was.
What?
But then again, I'm glad that people think so, because there was a lot of things that could have improved.
Well, I'm sure, but that's also, you know, so much like the requirement of a competitive mindset, right? Is like everybody else looks at this incredible play and sees it just as that. And then all of you pros are sitting there going, how could this have been better? What could I have done differently? And like, to me, that is, for young players, what I would challenge them to absorb when it comes to, you know, if you're transitioning or you want to become a pro, is to start thinking about things critically.
Yeah.
You know, most of the time when people ask me, how do I get better at League of Legends, I tell them a couple things. Number one trick something, you know, until you get to Diamond. Learn one champion so that you don't have to focus on the champion anymore, and you can focus on the game.
Right.
And then if you know the game, you can open back up to other champions with the knowledge that you've gained, and you can start focusing on, you know, mechanics again. But by the same token, the other thing I tell people is like, you have to be self-critical. Even if you weren't the worst performing member on your team, there's still obviously something you could have done at some point that could have given you better odds at winning.
Right.
Not even a guaranteed win necessarily, but I think that it's very hard for people, you know, to turn inward, especially in winning moments, and say, what could I have done better, even though it worked out in my favor.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's definitely kind of my thing to just say, it was good, but it could always be better. So.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right, well, I think we are nearing the end here, sir. I'm gonna just give you a couple more across the top and make sure we've gotten any flyaways. The most important thing here is that we don't have anything extra hanging off the top. And go ahead and just get you all settled here. So I'm gonna have to go take a shower after this. Guys, close?
Yep.
Because we're going right over the top. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Alrighty, sir. I think we are just about there. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you your new Danny! Look at that! How you feeling? Feeling fresh? Don't close your eyes. Take a look. Take it all in.
Okay. Wow, it's a different change. It's really...
Feel lighter?
Yeah.
We got rid of a lot there.
Feels like I'm Aang from last
yes,
Airbender.
please, yes. We got an extra, because this is important here. I don't even know how, we don't have a mirror though, so like, there you go, you can get a nice little close-up look. Normally they would do this kind of a thing, right? Well, I guess it'll still work, right? Because this, oh, well now the monitor's gone. I was gonna say it looked like a mirror, but now it doesn't work like a mirror. What do you think?
Yeah, I look like Aang.
Just a little too late for the casting of the live-action movie, damn.
Yeah.
Are you a Last Airbender fan?
Definitely.
I would have loved to have been a part of that live action. Well, Danny, again, I want to thank you for being such a good sport here. Once again, thank you very much. I hope this cut serves you well here in summer. Another satisfied patron of Dash's Barbershop.